Welcome back to video production. I'm having a hard time getting through my little speech today without rambling, so I'm going to try to go as succinctly as I can with this. And having said that, I detect a little change in atmospheric pressure, as the weatherman might say, because I just updated grades. And you recall the quotation that we gave you last week, which was the time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. Well, the sun just went behind the clouds, I believe. So now all the extrinsically motivated students are wondering what they can do to raise their grades. So I'm going to quickly go through the definition of intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation and attempt to, I hope, talk you into being more intrinsically motivated. Okay? Intrinsic motivation means that you do your work because you enjoy the process. You might even enjoy the work, but you definitely have a goal for something that you want to accomplish in the future, and you can see where doing the day-to-day stuff ties directly in to one of your future goals, whether it be getting into a college, a trade school, whatever you want to do after high school. Doing well now is going to pay off later, and you see that. Let's do things because we know that they lead to greater things. Extrinsic motivation means that you're doing things so that you don't have control exerted over you by a parent or a teacher or anything like that. So in other words, you're doing your schoolwork so that you don't get your PlayStation 4 taken away or your skateboard taken away. That kind of motivation might work, but it's very short-sighted, and it's not as strong of a motivation as if you are motivated to do well because you see that doing well now affects your future later. So I'm going to ask you to try to make that shift. If you are an extrinsically motivated student, let's try to get a little more in terms of thinking, why should I do well in school? Has nothing to do with things that you're going to lose in terms of material possessions. It has to do with the goals that you set for yourself in the future. That's why you want to do well in high school, not because, again, you're going to get something taken away from you by a parent or a teacher. It is time, intro to video production, for your next assignment. We are going to produce a movie trailer. And as I discussed earlier, it helps if you have iMovie to do this trailer, but it is not necessary to have iMovie in order to do a movie trailer. So think in terms of the fact that we're going to create scenes for a movie that doesn't really exist, and we're going to show the highlights of a movie that never really was made. Let's take a look at what you would like to put together for your movie trailer next.